church, about went off in a ditch, I don't know how many times. So Dad went over to the license branch and talked to this woman, says, don't let him have his license. So they took him over there. He went through the written test, the eye test, everything. Perfect. He passed everything.
And this is Press.
That's Press, huh? And so they come out to tell him, said, well, we seen what you done. Said we can't give you your license because Dad done talked to her, see, because he got to where he couldn't drive. And all Grandpa was mad. He got red in the face, and he said, I know I passed that test. And Dad like to never got him out of there, and finally brought him home. And he got mad. I think it was the next day, and he wanted to go to this little store up here over the hill. So he gets on his tractor. He takes off on that old rough riding tractor, went all the way over and got his little groceries or tobacco or whatever he's going to get, come back up. And I come down there just when he got back, and there was the tractor sitting in the middle of the yard, which is never done. And he was sitting on the porch with his head down. I said, Grandpa, what's the matter? He said, oh, I'm about to die. He said, that tractor like to beat me to death. I said, where you been? He said, I went to the store. I said, oh, he said, I'm sore all over. So I put his tractor up, and that's when he didn't get his license, so he couldn't drive no more. They took it away from him.
Bertha used to say that they drove to school, to church together, Bertha and Pikey, and Press.
Yeah.
And Bertha would tell him what to do because he didn't see as well as she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it wasn't somebody telling him where to go, he probably missed the road.
But yet he passed his vision test at the driver's place, right?
I'll tell you something that really gets you. I came down here one afternoon with my gun. I was gonna kill me a deer, and I got down there a little bit too late. Somebody had cut his phone line, throwed a rock through his window, knocked him out of his chair, and stole his billfold he had laying up on a table there, money and all. And I got there just a little bit late, and when I opened that back door to see how Grandpa was, he had that shotgun I had given him aimed at my head with the trigger pulled, with that heavy load in it. And if he pulled that trigger, I wouldn't have been here. And I said, Grandpa, what are you doing down that floor? Oh, he said, they robbed me. He said, I'm afraid they're going to come back. And didn't have no phone. See, they cut his phone line. So that was something.
Was that after, why Edna was still alive? Or
no.
It was after she had passed away?
After. And later on, we found out they found his billfold with all the money still in it in Florida. They caught the guy stealing down in Florida. And they found it, his billfold with all of his money still in it, and the driver's license and all that stuff. So they know it was him.
Why did he do it?
Huh?
Why did he do it?
I don't know. It was more than one guy done it. But if I could just think what I'd done if I'd caught him driving off doing all that, I might have shot him in the back of the car and I'd have been into it.
Yeah, but if they didn't spend his money, right?
No, they're stealing something else down there. They're saving it.
Oh, they were stealing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell him about his big cat he took out fishing with him.
No, Grandpa first built his pond. Me and Grandpa went to Spencer, I don't know how many trips, and got free fish. They give you fish over there if you had a pond. We get them in milk cans. I don't know, we probably got about 6 different milk cans full of fish. Dumped them in the lake. Well, when they got out about a foot long, Grandpa had an old boat out there, and that yellow cat of his that I brung him growed up to be a monster like the one I got here. And he'd go out there in that boat with Grandpa, and Grandpa catch a bluegill, and he told me, he said, I want to tell you something. I'd catch a bluegill about a normal size one, and that cat would eat the whole thing, scales and all. That's how big that cat was. He was big. And that's what he done when he got the fish out there about a foot long.
Wow.
But you could catch them on a cane pole, just drag anything in the water and you'd catch them. That's when he had a pond. And,
What do you remember about Edna, besides having biscuits that were?
she made hard biscuits. No, she could cook. She could cook real good, all but the biscuits. And she'd always fix me and make sure I had something of a morning. But she's something else, I'll tell you. Yeah.
Mm,
You know, when she went down there and got them chickens, that's what done it for me. I never seen a woman as fast as that. She wrung 3 chicken necks in a matter of 30 seconds. That's what we had for supper.
Did she sew or anything? Did she go to like a?
Oh, she played the piano a lot. She'd
And
bring me in there and set me on her lap in that living room and play that piano. She thought that was really something, be sitting under listening to her say. But when she got the wash rag out, that's when I wanted to go somewhere else. Man, she death on that lye soap.
And she sang with Press, didn't she?
Yeah, she could sing
Yeah,
with him, but she really just played the piano, and then he sang solo.
Wow.
And then when all of them got up, you could tell he was in it too, because his voice, just one of them shrills that went right through the rest of them, you know. But he could sing.
And what else could I ask you?
Yeah, that kind of hurt him when he lost his license. He drove that tractor over there, boy, he was beat up, mad. Then we got a little older, he was eating out of cans. He would open up a can of stuff, and he'd just bend the can lid back and eat out of it and then put it back in the refrigerator.
Hmm.
And he was getting ready to poison himself when he's done. So Dad made it up to where we're going to bring him up the house. Well, he was mad about that. He didn't want to leave, you know. So we got him up there, and the first time I was building a brand new room on my house. I had a gas fireplace, a bathroom, full bathroom, and I put him a private phone in where he could call his sister. I put him a thing out there to watch his birds outside the picture window. And he had it made. He walked through the other room. He was in their kitchen. And so I had him up there, I think pretty close to a year. Dad would come home from work and take him down the days that he wasn't working. I think I finally retired. He'd take him down to the lake and let him see all the boats and stuff. But every other day he'd get after me. I'd have to bring him back down here at the farm, let him see the farm. Because if you didn't let him see that farm, he was gone. He couldn't stand it. So I let him walk around through the house, you know.
And you could drive at that time, right? You drove?
Oh,
him?
yeah.
Okay.
I'd bring him down. And I was married and built that house, yeah. Then he got pretty bad. Dad said, we're going to put him a trailer in between our houses. That's when he get close to 90. And he would put him in a trailer, and so we put him a trailer in there, water, fixed him all up, and he sat outside in the chair, you know, and Dad still took him down to the lake, and I still took him down to the farm, and kept him busy, you know, and
Did he die? He just sort of wasted away?
yeah, he just kept losing weight, but he chewed tobacco, and Dad made Dad mad because he had tobacco everywhere. And he had to clean it up. I said, Dad, I'll clean it up. So I usually cleaned it up because Dad getting tired of it. And Grandpa looked at me one day, and he was getting pretty bad then. He said, if I ever get sick on that tobacco, you get it and you throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay. He said, I'll tell you if I get sick on it. I went in there one day, and he said, throw that tobacco away. He got sick because he just dwindled down there to nothing. It just finally made him sick, and I threw it away, and that's the last time he chewed. He probably didn't last, wasn't even a month.
Because
He just dwindled away.
Because I saw his death certificate and it said failure to thrive. You
You know
know,
why he's chewed tobacco?
no.
See, him and Grandma took care of the county
Yeah.
farm over here. Okay, they took care of it. Okay, they wanted to buy this farm down here. So when they bought the farm, he'd go out with his horses and plow and stuff, and he'd have these dizzy spells. His stomach had so much acid on it. That's the way I have. I got a high acid stomach like Grandpa does. And so he went to the doctor, and the doctor told him there's only one thing that'll help you: chew tobacco. It'll counteract that acid in your stomach.
Mhm.
And he said, don't chew a lot of it, just chew some a little bit at a time. And he got to chewing. He was getting so bad, he would crawl back to the house on his hands and knees to find the house. That's how he got back to the house a few times. So that's when he went to the doctor. So he started chewing tobacco. Everything started clearing up. Well, he chewed tobacco ever since. I never knew him when he didn't chew tobacco. He smoked a pipe in the room where he was at, and he chewed tobacco.
Yeah.
But that pipe, when I go out with him, I'll tell you, that was the strongest. That stuff burned your eyes. You go down there in the barn and peel off that stuff hanging there in that dusty barn, and put it in that, stuff it in that pipe.
Wow.
And usually he had the corncob pipe there for a while, but he had some real good pipes too. I imagine Archie ended up with that.
Mhm.
But I never seen him anymore. And always liked to smoke his pipe.
I don't know. I don't know what Archie ended up with, or I don't know.
I got that table right there with Grandpa's right here.
Okay.
Table right there. I know that's one of them. I've got some of the chairs. I got the chair he sat in. Got
Oh.
that big top on it.
I'll have to look it up to take a picture of
Yeah,
it.
I got a chair. It was so bad. I bet I used a two of them big things, Elmer's, to get it all back together. The rockers was falling apart, and I can show it to you. And you can still sit in it, you know. But,
Mm.